introduce group number one. That's our presentation.
Okay.
Hi everybody, I'm Apologize. We have that's Candace, Rania, Josephine, and Sinai. And we're group number one. And what we chose to focus on was Vic and his niches, the different niches that he put himself in, and whether they were entrapping or enabling, and how he viewed himself. So we're going to start with the beginning.
All right, this is the eco-engineer map of beginning of flight. This is right here, he's 17. This is his dad and his mom. His dad, I made little symbols that represent like all of the similarities, like this is a bottle of alcohol. So his dad was an alcoholic and his grandfather was an alcoholic. His dad had poor self-esteem and so did he. His dad was homeless. He hung out with homeless Native Americans, and he went from foster family to foster family, so I would kind of consider that homeless. Didn't really have a home. So I started out with his dad, again in the family. He was an alcoholic Native American. His mom, she was Irish, and she died. So now his dad did the extended family. We didn't really know much. We didn't have a name for his dad, so I put dad's father. He didn't have a name. His dad's father was also an alcoholic and emotionally abusive. I put these lines here because it was a stressful relationship. I felt like he didn't really get much from his father, and his father didn't really give much to him. And then his mom, she died of cancer, so that means blood. I would just assume that, you know, cancer took a lot out of her, and that she probably put a lot into trying to get better. This for education isn't really in the book because he didn't attend school, but he did have a very large interest in Native American history. He talked about it a lot, he knew a lot about it. He said he liked to watch the Discovery Channel. I had a circle on social welfare because this had a social worker, and he went, like I said, to foster families back and forth. So his friend was Justice that he made in jail. He had a lack of like real friendship, and like I said, he hung out with a homeless Native American. He was in jail a lot for, it said in the book, he was a fire starter, and he got into a lot of fights. And in jail, he met Officer Dave, who became kind of like a role model to him. The only person who he felt really cared about him. This had like a poor self-image. He had acne, which was a big deal for him. He thought that it made him look poor, and which gave him poor self-esteem.
We'll take the questions to the last 5 minutes.
Hi, my name is Josephine. I'm just going to explain what is the niche. It's the environment habitat of a person or a category of persons. The book says, explains some of the examples. There are home, living environment, work, education, and there are 2 types of niches. Enabling are positive niches in life, and entrapping niches are negative niches in life.
I'm basically just going to talk a little bit more about entrapping and enabling niches. Entrapping niches, like she said, are negative ones. They're ones that are going to put you in like a, I don't want to say like stereotypical group where you're kind of looked at negatively by everyone, not looked at in such a positive outlook. And entrapping niches, there really isn't too much for advancement and where to go and opportunities, and it's sort of like you're just stuck in that niche. Whereas in enabling, they're looked at more in a higher perspective in terms of by everyone, and there's also more advancement opportunities. And as in entrapping niches, they tend to turn to people of their own kind, but sort of in a negative aspect where we're all just going to stick together because this is it and this is how we go. Whereas in enabling, they tend to turn to people of their own kind as well, for more for education, resources, and support, and positive outlooks, not so negative. The next, we're going to discuss the concepts, issues, and themes that we, decided to pinpoint for this in the future.
All right, me, I'll pass.